Assalamu alaikum. Good afternoon, everybody. How are you? Certainly not well. And the reason is obvious to everyone. Okay? Before I go to start my lecture, I would like to have a roll call first. Roll number 201, 202, 203, 204, 5, AU5 were absent from the last class. I will show your application. Okay, 206. না থাক আজকে আর অ্যাটেন্ডেন্স নাই বানিলাম। Okay, you Piyash, why is your চুল বড় বড়? Stand up. কান ধরো, উঠবস করো। আজকে থাক। Everybody, listen. What I said, from hair cutting to shoe wearing. If you have any problem, I won't allow anyone to stay in my class from tomorrow. Okay? Okay. You backbencher, Tusumba. You, Akkuchura. Stand up. বলো তো কেন দাঁড় করালাম বলো। In one of my previous classes, I told you to fill in every empty benches in front of you. See, there is an empty bench. Okay, go and sit there. If anyone does it further, he or she has to stand up till the end of the class. Last day, I took a live class. I believe it was a horrible class I have ever had in my life. Okay, today I am trying to make the loss up. I read all the comments. Among them, one or two students wanted to hear a song from me. So, today my class starts with a song. This is one of my favorite songs. আগেই বলছি কথা ধার করতে রাজি আছি, সুর কিন্তু ধার করতে পারবো না। দিল মেরা চুরায়া কিউ जब ये दिल तोरे नहीं था हमसे दिल लगाया क्यों हमसे मुंह मोड़े नहीं था why did you break my heart why did you fall in love why did you go away 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 दिल को धड़कना तूने सिखाया दिल को तड़पना तूने सिखाया आंखों में आंसू छुपे थे कहीं उनको छलकना तूने सिखाया Oh, you must know Tukku Miraz, I read your comment. You wrote that you will entertain each and every student with ice cream if I sing a song. So, মনে রেখো সবার আইসক্রিম কিন্তু পাও না। কি সুমন কি বললে? হি ইজ আ মাইজার। বাবার কাছ থেকে 25 টাকার আইসক্রিমের টাকা নিয়ে 15 টাকার আইসক্রিম কিনে খায় 10 টাকা পকেটে রাখে। ওহো, ইফ আই নিউ ইট বিফোর। তাতে একটা কৌতুক মনে পড়ে গেল। রিপোর্ট রাইটিং শুরু করার আগে একটা কৌতুক হয়ে থাক, মিলে গেল তা কি করবো। শোনো, এক দোকানে লেখা আছে 1 কাপ চা 10 টাকা, তার নিচে আবার লেখা আছে 1 কাপ চা 5 টাকা, 1 কাপ চা 2 টাকা। এখন মিরাজ 10 টাকা নেছে বাবার কাছ থেকে চা খাওয়ার জন্য, নিয়ে 2 টাকা চা খাইছে। খাওয়ার পর ওর মনে হয়েছে এটা তো শোনার দরকার দোকানদারের কাছে, কি ঘটনা। বলছে ভাই বলেন দিনই 10 টাকা 5 টাকা 2 টাকার মাহাত্ম কি? বলছে 10 টাকা হচ্ছে গরুর দুধের চা, আর 5 টাকা হচ্ছে কনডেন্স মিল্ক, আর 2 টাকা বলছে ওই যে সবাই খেয়ে খেয়ে একটু থুয়ে দেয় না, ওইটা আবার গরম করে দিলে 2 টাকা। So, মিরাজের অবস্থা এটা। You don't need to entertain us, okay? Then let's start. Today's topic is, I'm telling again, report writing. So before we go to know many things about writing report, we have to know the definition of report first. So what is report? Report is a detailed account of something seen, something heard, or something done. Report is a detailed account of something seen, something heard, or something done. What do you mean by something seen? Suppose a cricket match between Bangladesh and New Zealand is going on at Dhaka Stadium. You have gone to enjoy the match. This is called something seen. Something heard. A terrible road accident took place at Moila Kotarpur, Kollam. You have heard it. Because Allah Ta'ala তো তোমার আগেতে বলে দিনি যে ওইখানে একটা ডিসিডেন্ট হবে না, গিয়ে বসে থাকিস। Somehow you have heard and you have gone. And third one is something done. A cultural which took place at Daud Public. You participated in many of the events. That is something done. Let me first tell you, when I was a teacher of Cantonment College, around 2010, one day, while I was going to have tea, I heard an announcement. What is that? সুখবর সুখবর আসুন, এফএম মেথডে ভর্তি চলিতেছে, একদিন একটি ক্লাস করুন এবং অনর্গল ইংরেজিতে কথা বলতে বলতে চলে যান। Hearing it, I along with my colleague Abdul Jalil discussed just one class needed to speak English fluently. Then Jalil sir said, আরে একদিনও লাগে নাকি, আসেন আমি আর আপনি মিলে যে মেথড খুলি। একটা প্যাকেটের ভিতরে একটা কাগজ থাকবে, বলবো এই প্যাকেটটি নিন, প্যাকেটটি খুলে কাগজটি পড়ুন আর অনর্গল ইংরেজিতে কথা বলুন। কাগজ ইংরেজিতে লেখা থাকবে, পড়বে এগুলো অনর্গল ইংরেজিতে কথা। হাউ ফানি। সো আমিও বলতে চাই সেই এফএম মেথডের মতো করে আসুন, আমার 2টি ক্লাস অ্যাটেন্ড করুন রিপোর্টের উপরে, এবং বড় বড় সাংঘাতিক, খুব বড় বড় সাংবাদিক হয়ে বেরোয় যান। I can guarantee you, if you attend 2 classes on news report by me, you will definitely get good marks, around 80% marks. I can assure you. So, report is a detailed account of something seen, something heard, or something done. What is news report? The report that is made for media, especially newspaper, is called news report. There are 3 parts in a report. That is a news report. Number 1 is headline or title. Second one is name or post of a reporter, place and date. And last but not the least is body. Today we'll learn how to write headline and Name or post of a reporter, place and date. First, headline or title. This is one of the most important parts of a report. Why? Because generally before I go to read the body or detail, we read headline or title first. If it attracts us, we go for further reading, otherwise not. So this is one of the most important parts. There are some criteria of writing headline or title. We'll learn part by part. Firstly, what is headline or title? Each report is headed by headline or title. Each report is headed by headline or title. So, we have to know how to write headline or title. In your examination copy, you should start writing report at the very top of either left page or right page. At first, marking till now, so that I can give you marks. Then write answer to the question number 14, or it may be 15. Now, first part is headline. So what I have told you, each report is headed by a headline, and you have to write the headline in a sentence or a phrase. অর্থাৎ একটা বাক্যে লিখতে হবে অথবা phrase. If it is a বাক্য, then you have to use simple present tense. Though the happening happened earlier. তাহলে ঘটনাটা অতীতেই ঘটবে, তার কারণেই তো তুমি রিপোর্ট করছো। বাট সেন্টেন্সে লিখলে তোমাকে সিম্পল প্রেজেন্ট টেন্সে লিখতে হবে। At first give gap. Start from here, and the font of the headline is generally 3 or 4 times bigger than your natural font. That is 3 থেকে 4 থাবড়া বড় হবে। Trumps, the Himalayas. So I have written the answer in a sentence. Trump trumps the Himalayas. তাহলে নিশ্চয়ই ট্রাম্প আগে হিমালয় জয় করেছে অতীতে। But you have written it in a sentence, so it must be in simple present. Trump, third person singular number, so it's by yes. Okay? Your general font is this, and this will be 2 or 3 times or 4 times bigger. মানে থাবড়া বড়। Okay? And only the first letter of the first word will be in capital. I have written it capital because it is proper noun. And proper noun is always in capital wherever it is used. And the rest of the letter will be in smaller. Okay. If you write it in a phrase, same thing is applied. The trump of the Himalayas by Trump. It is in phrase format and it is in sentence. If it is possible to keep it in a single line, well and good. If not, then just try to make it decorative. Trumps the Himalayas, or in a full phrase, the trump of the Himalayas by Trump. So number one is give gap here and here. The font will be 2 or 3 times bigger. Only the first letter of the first word will be in capital and the rest in small. Or each and every letter will be in capital. That is T-R-U-M-P, T-R-U-I, etc. etc. All the letters will be in capital. Nowadays it is not seen. Nowadays this format is seen. Either sentence or phrase and first letter will be in capital letter. There are some other criteria you have to maintain at the time of writing title, because I have told you that title or headline is one of the most important parts of a report. Then what we learn about headline? Headline is one of the most important things of a report. Okay. You have to know that headline has some characteristics of its own. That means a headline must be informative, though it is short, and catchy. Catchy means interesting. The headline must be informative. That means by reading the headline, one can understand what is going to be written in the very main body. But it must be short and catchy, because it is the headline that attracts the reader and motivates him to read further. তার মানে আমরা কি বুঝলাম? যে হেডলাইনটা হতে হবে তথ্যমূলক, অর্থাৎ হেডলাইনটা পড়ে আমরা মোটামুটি বুঝতে পারবো যে কি বিষয়ে লেখা নিচে। বাট এটা হতে হবে শর্ট এবং আকর্ষণীয়, কারণ আগে আমি একবার বলেছি যে হেডলাইনটা পড়ে রিডার্সের ভিতরে ইন্টারেস্ট গ্রো হতে হবে পুরোটা পড়ার। Every day we get lots of newspapers. There are thousands of lakhs of news there. But we find important news mainly in the first page or last page. But sometimes when we turn the pages of the newspaper, our eyes stuck at some news. That means headline makes us interesting to read the whole news. So it must be informative, though short and catchy. I told you that it may be in a single sentence or in a single phrase. Sometimes it may be mixed. See another example. কি মহিমা? Did you get? বুঝা গেছে? 400 দিন হুজুর পেছনে। Don't talk to your friend. Listen to me. বুঝা গেছে? See, I have written another example. Trump fails to win COVID-19. Death toll rising in the US. Here I have written single sentence first, then semicolon, then phrase, temporal rising in the US. So it may be mixed. Sentence plus phrase, phrase plus phrase, phrase plus sentence, or simple, only a sentence, or only a phrase. There are some other criteria too. I will discuss those very criteria. Actually, headlines এর মধ্যে ডিসকাস করতে যে একটা ঘটনার কথা মনে পড়ে গেল. All of you know that once I had been a teacher of a cantonment college, so most probably in the year 2007 or 8, I was having tea at Arakpurmo. Suddenly, I heard a voice from a person who was sitting on a rickshaw, and he was saying that, "Bhai sahab, আজকের তাজা খবর, খালেদার কন্যা সন্তান লাভ." Hearing it, I was taken aback. কি বলে? খালেদার কন্যা সন্তান লাভ মানে? Then I rushed to the person. I said, ভাই একটা পেপার দেন. Actually তখন গণমত পেপার বিক্রি হতো, যেখানে খুব আকর্ষণীয় ভাবে তারা এই ধরনের কথা বলে বেড়াতো. বললাম যে ভাই পেপারটা দেন তো একটু পড়ি. বললাম না ভাই কিনতে হবে 5 টাকা দিয়ে. So I bought the newspaper and headline was Khaleda Konna Shantan Lab. But when I started reading the body, I saw that Khaleda হচ্ছে সেই রসুলপুর গ্রামের এক রিক্সাওয়ালা আটটিলালের বউ খালেদা খানম, সে প্রথম কন্যা সন্তানের মা হতে যাচ্ছে. So that's the thing. Your headline should be eye-catching. That means by reading the headline, an interest will grow inside a reader to read further. ওই হেডলাইন শুনেই কিন্তু আমার মনে হলো আমার মতো আর অনেকেই সেদিন 5 টাকাতে পেপার কিনেছিল. Okay? Now we'll see some other things to remember for writing headlines. Some other things to remember for writing headlines. Number 1. Earlier I told you, generally simple present. Tense will be generally simple present if you use a sentence. But to express increase or decrease, continuous tense can be used without beaver. See the last example. Trump fails to win COVID-19. Death toll rising in the US. Death toll rising. That means increasing. তাহলে increase বা decrease বুঝাইতে আমরা continuous tense ব্যবহার করব. That means verb will be in simple, verb will not be in simple present tense, ing, but no auxiliary verbs. Okay. Then to express future tense, ভবিষ্যতে কোনো কিছু ঘটবে এরকম কোনো সংবাদ যদি আসে, তাহলে generally we use infinitive or for. See, PM to visit US. That is our Prime Minister is going to visit US. She has still not gone. She is going to visit. Or troops for Afghanistan. That means Afghanistaner জন্য troops পাঠানো হবে. Either we use for plus noun or pronoun or infinitive, to plus verb and base form. Another thing to remember, in passive structure, auxiliary is omitted. So if the description is in passive, don't use full sentence. Auxiliaries are omitted and it will automatically be turned into a phrase. The bomb explosion at Gulshan, this is noun phrase. সাথে আমরা অ্যাড করেছি 5 held. So it was 5 were held, but we have omitted were, মানে বাদ দিয়েছি। পুরো সেন্টেন্স প্যাসিভ ছিল, 5 held, 5 জনকে ধরা হয়েছে। Last but not the least, to express uncertainty. You are going to disclose a news, but it's not sure whether it is going to be implemented or not. Then you can use question mark. Petrol price to increase. Rice price to increase by October. You are not sure. Then use question mark. Okay. So these are the things. If you just memorize them, your headline will be nicest one. Now I'll go for second option, that is reporter's name or post, place and date. Now I will discuss the second part, and the second part is reporter's name or post along with name of the place and date. So first we have written headline, a horrifying road accident occurs, colon, street of Mullapara flooded with blood. We can simply write that a terrible road accident takes place at Mullapara, but that doesn't sound good. What sounds good? Street of Mullapara flooded with blood. So again I am saying headline must be informative, though short and catchy. Here we have got the information that accident took place at Mullapara. So information is given, but lots of things have not been written in the headline. Second part, that is reporter's name. See, we had gap here. I told you that have some gap at the very left side and if possible at the very right side too. Then second part will start just from the margin. Staff correspondent or district correspondent or sports reporter. You can give different types of things according to the question. Then colon, then the place of the occurrence, then date. Date, generally, you are going to sit for the exam on some date, write the date before that date. So staff correspondent or staff reporter, sports reporter, place, date. Don't give colon here, just write a underline mark. Then from here start the body, or give again colon and start the body from here, which will be discussed in the third part later on. So either write name of the correspondent or post or designation. You can also write name, Munni Shaha, Joshua, June 11. Sometimes in the questions we have seen that the question was like that. A cultural night was held at Daud Public School and College, Jessore. Write a report on it. It is not mentioned that write a report for an English daily. Then in that case, that is general reporting, you use name. But if it is written that write a report for an English daily, you can use name or designation. But if it is a general reporting, official report, then Munni Shaha or any name. Colon, name of the place, time. Then if you give colon, body will start from here. If you give another underline mark, body will start from here. In some cases, reporter's name must be avoided. For example, দেখা গেল নিউজটা হচ্ছে এরকম যে যশোরের হুসতলায় টেরা পাতিলের ছুরিকাঘাতে 2 জন চিরতরে বেহুশ। এরকম একটা নিউজ লিখতে দিয়ে নাম দিয়ে দিল যে নিউজটা দিচ্ছে অমুক, দেখলো সে তার পরের দিন নেই, সেও চিরতরে বেহুশ। So in this type of cases, that means if the report is sensitive, don't use the name, use staff correspondent. There are lots of staff correspondents for a newspaper. Okay, the National University তে ঘাপলা হয়েছে, অমুক অফিসার করেছে, এটা মেনশন করার যদি প্রয়োজন হয় তার নাম, then don't mention the name of the reporter. So second part is easier than the first part. So at first write headline having some gap on the very left side if possible, on the very right side too. Then start. Second one, yes, one thing that is, আমরা বলেছি এটা হবে তোমার যে ন্যাচারাল ফন্ট তার থেকে চেষ্টা করবা 2-3 থাবড়া বড়, অর্থাৎ 2 or 3 times bigger or larger. এটা বোল্ড হতে পারে, that means you can write the headline in some other color. আর এটা হবে তোমার জেনারেল ফন্টের থেকে 1 থাবড়া বড়, that means 1 time longer. Okay, so first class on report is completed. Body is the main thing. It will be discussed in the second class. But before that, don't forget, I have not forgotten, there was a homework. Unit 9, lesson 1. Aptosto Totosto Chilo for gap and some other things. Okay, I'm not going to that thing today. So next homework, how a headline should be, what is report, what is the second part, how it should be written. এই জিনিসগুলো সুন্দর করে পড়ে আসবা, সাথে ইউনিট 9 লেসন 1। তাহলে দেখতি মেলা কিন্তু খাতি কম, কি বলো তিনি, হাওয়াই মিঠাই। দিস ইজ অল ফর দ্য ডে। সবাই ভালো থাকো, কোভিড থেকে দূরে থাকো, স্টে হোম, স্টে সেফ, স্টে ব্লেসড। থ্যাংক ইউ।